Well, hello there, everybody. This is the Comedy Thief, and guess what? You're watching.
Funny old guys.
That's what you are. Okay, now we go from small to big, and here we are. So,
Ooh.
folks, this is a joke-a-thon. We steal everything you're going to see and hear today. But before we start, I'd like to have Dr. Fatpacker, the famous surgeon, introduce himself.
Well, guten Tag, everybody. So nice to have you with us today. Say, you know what you should do? You should listen to us and laugh because, that's what we're here for.
And Dr. Fatpacker, you notice Friar Schnook's new home? It's lovely
I love the windows there. They're very pretty.
and expensive, I bet. Friar
Yeah.
Schnook,
What? I
Friar
hate these
Schnook.
windows. I've been trying to get the stains off them for hours.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, is that a frock you're wearing, or is that wrapping paper?
This this is my this is my new outfit.
I love it.
I hope you look
Oh.
like it. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Every 20 years we change cloaks. It's
well, I
amazing.
thought, if it rained, he'd still be in good shape. Anyway, let's begin. Dr. Fatpacker, tell us a joke.
Oh, well, I've got three well, they're not very funny, but they could be funny if you look at them at the right thing. They say, listen, I remember I talk about this bar I go into. Well, a friend of mine came in when I was saying, how is everything going? He goes, oh, my wife and I start role playing in the bedroom. Oh, and I go, oh, yeah, yeah. What do you do? He said, her favorite is the sexy librarian. But I have to sit quietly while she reads a book.
Oh,
Oh,
All right, now being old, I've noticed it's when you don't care where your spouse goes, as long as you don't have to go with her.
mm,
mm.
Oh,
exactly.
and one more, I know how it will all end for me. One of my kids will unplug my life support to charge their phone. I know
Oh,
that's going to happen.
oh, okay.
Boom, 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 boom. Friar Schnook.
Well, I tell you, it's been a very, very interesting week. I had,
Oh,
one guy in my parish here. Okay. I exorcised a demon from him last week. Okay. But he wouldn't pay up. So
Oh,
after the show, I'm going to go repossess him.
oh, there you go.
Terrible.
as a kid, I was so ugly.
How
How
ugly
ugly
were
were
you?
you?
Sorry.
Actually, we can see that, but
I
anyway.
was so ugly as a prank. My parents sent my picture into Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Ooh,
Oh.
5 days later, they sent it back with a note, we don't believe it.
oh, that's cold,
It
cold,
was
cold.
cruel, cruel, I tell you.
Fake news, yeah. Well,
Oh,
I
yeah.
heard this preacher was delivering a temperance sermon one hot Sunday afternoon,
Mhm.
and with great expression, he said, if I had all the beer in the world, I'd take it and throw it into the river. Oh, yeah. And then he goes, and if I had all the wine in the world, I'd take it and throw it in the river. Oh,
Oh,
my goodness. And finally, he said, if I had all the whiskey in the world, I'd take it and throw it in the river.
oh my
Oh,
God.
Sensing that he delivered a powerful sermon, he wiped his brow and sat down. The choir master, with a shock on his face, looked over at the congregation and he goes, for our closing song, let us sing hymn number 365. Shall we gather
shall
at
we,
the river?
shall we
Exactly.
gather
You knew
by the
that one, didn't you, Friar
river?
Schnook?
Yes, yeah,
Friar Schnook, give us one.
yeah. Well, I just something just happened in the confessional booth. The guy came in. He said, "Forgive me, Father, priest, vicar, padre, minister, for I have synonymized." It's
What?
yeah, I'll slow down for you. He said, "Forgive me, Father, priest, vicar, padre, minister, for I have synonymized."
Oh,
Oh, okay. Okay.
You had to be Catholic to get that one.
I
Okay.
was
I
confused on who he was talking to.
I
Okay.
think I think I understand that, but I'm old. Anyway,
How old are you? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so old that I went into an antique store yesterday and they wouldn't let me out.
Oh, that's old.
But
Oh my
anyway,
goodness.
maybe, maybe I'll no, I got a better one. A friend of mine lives in California. All right.
Mhm.
Now, as you both know, California is druggy, druggy, druggy. If it's if it's on a table and it's white, someone's gonna sniff it, right?
Mhm.
This guy I know, he went into his barber shop to get a haircut and he OD'd on dandruff.
Oh,
Oh,
that's tough.
gee.
That's tough.
Dr.
Terrible.
Fatbacker.
I'm telling you, it's unusual to me. I mean, I think it's rather interesting that an antique dealer is a strange way to make a living. You know, I mean, it's the only business where the grandparents buy something, the parents sell it, and the grandchildren buy it again.
Oh, it's-
Strange. It's confusing and complex.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Friar Schnook.
Well, another thing happened to me this week. A guy came up and said, "Hey, can you lift a curse?" And I said, "Of course." He says, "Well, some priest put a curse on me years and years ago, and I need it removed." I said, "Okay, well, do you remember the words of the curse?" And the guy said, "Yeah." He said, "I now pronounce you man and wife."
Oh, oh, oh. Before my grandmother passed, she was very dejected, but at the same time, she was optimistic. She said to me, my breasts are so low.
How low are they?
My grandmother's breasts were so low that she can get a mammogram and a pedicure at the same time.
Oh my goodness.
Dr. Fatbacker.
I had a friend for many years, but sadly, he was diagnosed with terminal cancer and he was advised by his doctor that he only had 6 months left. Well, he was very strong individual, but I knew this was his greatest challenge. So I visited him and I asked him what his plans were. Given that he had only 6 months to live, he said, "Well, I plan to move to Arkansas, buy a pig farm, and marry the ugliest woman I could find."
Wow.
And I said, "Well, why would you do something like that?" He said, "Because it'll be the longest 6 months of my life."
Friar Schnook.
Well, the other day, a rabbi friend of mine and his friend the chicken, we walked into a bar, and the bartender says, "Hey, we don't make that kind of joke here. Get out of here." And the chicken says, "Hey, come on, guys. I know a place across the street."
It took me a second, but it finally solidified in my brain.
That it really happened.
Anyway, this is
here
the
we go.
last one. You had a friend that had terminal cancer. I had a friend that had terminal cancer. It was very sad. The doctor was really kind of uncaring. He says, "You're going to die." And he says, "Well, how long do I have to live?" And the doctor said 10. And the fellow I know said, "You mean like 10 days, 10 months, 10 years?" And the doctor said, "No, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6." Anyway, that's the last one.
Okay.
Oh gosh darn. I had another chicken joke, but we can
Well,
save it.
Is
Yeah,
it short? Is it short?
No.
The chicken's about this big.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, we're done, but we're not done because we have a point of conversation between the three of us.
Oh,
It's hysterically funny, we hope. You ready, folks?
we're
Come
sitting down.
Hello. Okay.
Brace yourself.
Here it is. Carefully researched. Oh, wait a minute. I got the wrong sheet. Where the hell is it? Oh,
on. You mean not that carefully?
I'm old. Shut up. There we go. You operate a swamp buggy business. All right, in the Florida Everglades. Well,
Yeah.
anyway, one day with a full load of paying customers, you're surrounded by 100 talking alligators.
Whoa.
Talking alligators. Okay, well, anyway, they demand you throw one of your customers overboard so they can have a tasty breakfast. And they also say, if you don't throw one of your customers overboard for us, we're going to attack from all sides and eat everybody. How dumb is that? Anyway, what do you do? And what do you say, Dr. Fatpacker?
Well, I had two answers for that, but I'm only going to say the one right now. It says, I would, of course, turn to my passengers and say, "Excuse me, Mr. Kent, could you take care of this for me?"
Oh,
They're good, yes.
There we go.
That-
What would you do? You're the swamp buggy business owner. The alligators are talking to you and they want one of your passengers or they'll eat everybody. What do you do?
Well, this is what I do. I go to the alligators and I say, go find another restaurant. We're swamped.
Oh,
Oh.
oh. Well, what I would do is I'd look at all my customers. I'd go to little Susie. And I said, Susie, it's your breakfast. It's your birthday. But, Susie, somebody gave you a free pass for this ride. So I'd take Susie and I'd throw her in. And I'd drive off. Anyway,
Oh.
that is cruel, cruel, I tell you. Well, anyway,
Yeah.
we're done. We're out of here. We thank you so very much for being a part of our show. Oh, wait. Oh,
What?
I forgot again. We
Oh, you're old. That's okay. It happens.
Well, I'm old. That's right. Exactly. Shut up. It's my turn. Okay. So we invite a famous celebrity to be on our very next video, don't we, guys?
Yeah, jawohl. Who is it to this month?
Can we do it again?
I
Hello?
My cousin Earl.
Of course, we'll do it again. We're going to invite the famous and controversial actor to be in our very next video. His name is Robert De Niro. So,
Ooh.
Robert,
Oh gosh.
you're going to be on our very next video. So,
Yeah.
check in at funnyoldguys@gmail.com and within 24 hours, because if you don't, Bob, you're going to end up in the trash bin. So,
Well, we don't want
Yeah.
that to happen.
this is the Comedy Thief saying goodbye and farewell. Pass it along to Dr. Fat Packer for his goodbye and his farewell. Hello.
Yeah, I will talk now. Auf Wiedersehen, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. Do us a favor, if you would, please. Go down to the bottom there and subscribe. That would be very nice, and we'd appreciate it because we're that kind of people. Oh, and let's say you want to tell your friends about the Funny Old Guys, and we highly recommend that. We want you to, and you'd forget where we find us, you send us an email at funnyoldguys@gmail.com. We'll send you some of these fancy dancy business cards, and it has our YouTube address on that. And then you get that, you pass them out to your friends, and everybody can laugh. I love that part.
And Friar Schnook, say goodbye and farewell to all the kiddies out there in video land.
Hey, take care, kids, and especially you, Bob De Niro. Bob, I understand you've got a new baby coming along, and you're in your 80s, for goodness sake.
And
You
the
need
horse,
to work. Get on the show.
and the horse you rode in on. Everybody wave goodbye. Everybody wave goodbye. We're going to see you soon, and we'll see you all down the road.